What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of YTD TV, and today we're with DJhirihanna.
Yeah.
So I was finally able to make this interview happen, and first off, I just want to know how are you doing?
I'm great. Living, grinding, day by day, brick by brick.
And y'all already know, y'all probably know him from Kreepin through the streets. So first off, we're going to get into that. Because this has been going viral on TikTok. This has been getting a lot of covers on Instagram too. And I just want to know, like, where did it start at? Like, what made you, like, start this up?
Okay, so back in the G, I don't know, I've been always, like, a big music person, like a backstory real quick. I used to play guitar. And so,
really?
Yeah, really that's kind of how I got my start. And then also my dad was the DJ and my uncle was the DJ. So I used to always watch different like little ciphers and all type of little things like that, like Hot 95 and LA Leakers and Funk Flex. I always been a big fan of them. So like even being a DJ, I always knew I could brand myself doing something else. So I was like, damn, I can hold ciphers. Even me and my homeboy DJ Chubb. Back in the day, we used to have like different little cipher things, but I was like, yeah, we're definitely in a different marketing age, so I can put it out on a different platform. So that's definitely why I was like, yeah, I can start a whole cipher type of vibe, but one by one, let people come through and freestyle.
Yeah, and the thing that I like the most is that it's really authentic. I don't know, I think I told him that already off the screen, but it feels authentic to me more so because you're really getting those like people. I'm not gonna sound cliche and say off the streets, but you're getting those people that I probably have like one of their new songs or something on SoundCloud. I'm like, dang, I'm happy for them that they got on there and they getting exposure. So you are getting those people exposure. Now, give me three people that you would want on Kreepin through the streets.
Oh. I've been waiting for somebody to ask. I'm so sad. Because I'm a manifestation person. So I'm gonna go ahead and let them know. I need Drake. One. Well, I need more than that. I need a couple, but let me give me five. I'm gonna say five. Combination. Come on. I got five of them.
Okay, you give me five.
Drake, one. Two, I'm gonna need Meek Mill.
That would go hard.
Come on now. 3, I need the baby.
That would go hard too.
4, I need J. Cole.
I like it.
5, I need Kendrick.
Okay. That's
cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, cool 5. I know for a fact they're gonna lay it down, bro. For sure.
They definitely are. Like, okay, so we discussed that too. And we can discuss it again for somebody that's probably watching and wants to know. So, like, when you look for that artist that you want, and I know that you said, like, you normally hit them up, like, hey, like, you should come through or whatever. Is there something in particular, like, you look for when you're, like, is it, I kind of like their music, but I kind of want to see them freestyle, or I like their music, or it could be, like, I'm not going to say not like their music.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay.
But
I was trying to spell
my whole like picking process, like what I do is like of course I'm gonna reach out to the people who actually have some type of like buzz or whatever like that. Like that's obvious because that's gonna be the ones who's gonna help boost your platform to like where people want to see it on a daily basis.
Right.
But when I on the lower level, like if I know people who actually make good songs, make good music. I'm gonna give a great example. Lil West Side. She's not all the way up there, but she is a good standing artist where she can actually hold her own during the freestyle. So yeah, of course I'm gonna reach out to her and be like, yeah, come do your 1 2 because I want people to see what type of platform this is and actually have some type of respect for it. Not saying that every person is above average, but a lot of people come with their own type of style. So I can't really judge and say, oh yeah, that's not hard because I have videos where I might not really like it like that, and with an artist, and I go in a whole different circle. And them boys are like, oh yeah, that man just slid. So it's really kind of hard for me to say like, oh yeah, I can't really pick, but I do go through a little process of when I'm like, okay, cool, I see what you're doing. I feel like you is gonna come through and do a little 1 2. So come on through and we're gonna have something set up for you because I do love the presentation as an actual rapper, as a presentation. Okay. But most of these people who have those like presentation like that is like niggas who rap like a J. Cole or a Common or whatever along those lines. Who are actually spitting bars. That's what I actually, not saying that I only respect that, but it's kind of like I lean more forward to that because it's a freestyle platform and people kind of attract more to someone who's spitting like automatic bars rather than actually coming through with a more of a bouncy flow type thing. So.
And I'm gonna give him his flowers right now too. I'm putting exposure on the female artists, which I really love as a female myself. So, do you think there is an imbalance? Because if you ask somebody, they'll probably tell you, nah, a lot of women in the game running it kind of right now. And then you have your other guys that's nah, this song's the hardest right now. But I like that you are putting exposure on female artists. But how do you feel about that?
Oh nah, I love Brad. It's so crazy because I was literally just talking about this shit in the studio the other day. I was like, a lot of these female artists are really, I'm not gonna say they're outworking the dudes, but they know how to be more of a presence online. And that's the type of era that we're in. We're in a social media era where people want to see you. They want to see what you're moving like. They want to see how you live it. Seeing that you're putting your personality out there on Front Street. A lot of these dudes, when they get in the limelight, they're hot. Because they, not saying that they got odds or whatever it may be, but a lot of dudes want to put this persona of, I'm trying to prove that to the world. But really, at the end of the day, you're an entertainer. That's what we're paying you for. We're trying to see what you're living like. We're trying to see these different type of things. I know a lot of people don't like to put it out there because there's a lot of things that going on in the world, like robbery and all type of shit that they're trying to hide from, and people not knowing their location. But at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of the reasons why girls progress more is because they're going to put us in their world where, well, at least women-wise, they're going to put them in their world that they can see that, this is who they go to get their makeup. This is who they go to get their clothes. This is what, I seen her in this outfit. So it's more relatable. And what's called, a lot of the girls be more of the push for guys. So once girls are fucking with some certain type of aspect, guys are like, okay, y'all all board. Yeah. So when it comes down to it, back to the main question, of course, I love when girls are actually putting out music because I feel like they're the future of this shit, for real. Because there's not a lot of, everybody always focus on the Beyoncés and the Rihannas, but what about all these other 10,000 other women who actually pushing through in this the music shit? When you got the Lottos, the Sexy Reds, the Glorilla, you're hitting all aspects. Everybody might be talking about the same thing, but the girls is actually pushing through and actually breaking through different markets and giving a bag just like these niggas is. So you always gotta respect it, and they're holding on. I'm not even gonna cap. For Kreepin through the streets, all the girls who came through have did their this is, I shouldn't even put it out there like that, but they did their shit in one take.
Nice.
Tay Boozy came through one take. Lola X came through did one take. We just had another girl come through one take. Sliding that bit all the way through. So
it's not easy either.
Yeah, and I promise you, like I said, a lot of people be nervous when they come through, but at the same time, I feel more confidence from the women who come through and do their shit because they have more to prove and they want to stand more on. But that's why women are here on this earth because they're the standstill. They're the ones who hold shit strong for it. So
I'm glad that you brought that word up. This is very random, but I wanted to get into that too. We're going to talk about dealing with nerves. For those, since we're both getting comfortable on the camera, in our own sense, I want to talk about that too for somebody that's watching. That how do you deal with your nerves? And I can tell you how I deal with mine. But when you get in front of the camera.
Okay, so a lot of people don't know. When I first started DJing, I used to be terrified of talking on the mic. Terrified. Well, not really. I wouldn't say terrified. I just didn't want to. I would talk on the mic out of town. So when I did my tours and shit like that, I was talking on the mic, of course, because no one really knows me. I'm not from Jacksonville, so I always was, in the back of my mind, I'm always judged by my peers. That's how I always went off of. But it got to a certain point in my life where I was just like, okay, cool. I don't give a fuck with what a nigga think. I'm doing me, and they gotta like it or they're not gonna like it. So I actually put it to a fact, of the top of last year, I told myself I'm breaking out of the shell where I'm actually gonna do something where I'm not comfortable. I'm not really comfortable being in front of the camera. I used to not be I don't know how to if someone pull out a camera right now and say, "Hey, bro, do me a drop." I used to be. But at the end of the day, like, to answer your really question, like, I just focus on just being me. Like, no one can take you from you. Like, no matter what I do in this world, I'm still gonna be me. How I think, how I feel. Of course, I can change and try to appeal for other people, but at the end of the day, if that's not making me happy, then what am I doing for? So really, I gotta focus on how I move as a person, and just really just focus on, again, being me. Like, I can be the best me as possible. If you gonna love it, certain people gonna love it, some people gonna hate it. So when you go online, some people gonna like your shit, some people not. But you're not gonna, you can't worry about like likes. You can't worry about people viewing shit. But just know that you're gonna keep seeing my shit, and this is how we're gonna get comfortable. Because even from my first episode to my very last one, when I used to drop my episodes, I never used to watch them. Like,
really? Somebody else told me that they were seeing me with it.
Like, I literally, as soon as my cameraman sent it to me, drop. I don't look at it, I don't think of it. But like recently, as I grew through it, I literally sit there and watch how I talk, how I speak, and how I like my cadence on the camera, so I can actually learn from myself and be comfortable with myself and knowing that, okay, cool, this is who I want to be as a person. I want to be on the camera, and I want to actually grow and speak, and as people hear me, like, for the person I am, I'm the DJ.
It's your voice.
Yeah,
your voice
so at the end of the day, I gotta be open to speak. So it's really just cutting all that shy shit out. I be telling people who come through the podcast, cut that shy shit out, bro. We're ordinary people. Everybody has the same dream. Where he started at, what's it called? If Drake was to walk in here right now, or whoever, Drake one of my favorite artists. If he was to walk in here right now, I would literally treat him. He's saying,
yeah.
Just because I know at the end of the day, but you're a regular person. You started just like how I did. We started from the same point. You got to the millions, I can do the same thing because I'm the same person as you.
Exactly.
So
I love these conversations because I learn from them. Because like I like what you said about the judgment that you kind of feel from your peers, even though it might not even be there. It might just be a head like.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If there's something I could like a piece of advice I can give somebody about like being camera shy, I would say like not necessarily use your senses, but zone into the conversation. Like we're talking, and I kind of like zoned out a minute ago, like zoned into it like a minute ago. That's like one tip. And then I know when I first started, I had like you could hear it in my voice. Like you can't like really hear it in my voice no more.
No, I was too. I promise to you.
I used to be really bad. Like you could hear my voice trembling, and like you could see me. Like I used to have mics. If you really rocking me back then, I used to like have mics, and I'm just like shaking. Like I'm just like,
oh yeah. Go watch my first 2 episodes. You gonna be trembling, stuttering. What's it called? Whatever. The nigga was shaking. I remember when dude came in that bit and told me, and damn, cuz, why you nervous, bro? He said you more nervous than the artist, and this your show.
No, it's to me. I swear that was me.
But I literally turned around, looked at her, and said, "You right. Why am I nervous?"
Yeah, ask yourself why. Like, just keep asking yourself, why am I nervous? Like, this literally, I don't know if it's like the little red dot that's going on that when you notify yourself that it is recording, but just take deep breaths and like.
I feel like it's mostly the anticipation of what you're about to become. That's what
that too. Like I told Luke, we gonna be rich together.
Yeah, come on now. I tell all my dogs who be real dead grind. I'm like, I'm gonna see you in Dubai.
This is real.
I'm gonna see you in Dubai, bro.
We gonna be. So moving on. Keyword impact. What is the impact that you want to come from out of the industry? And then we'll move on after this.
Impact. I basically just want people just to have. Well, one of my main goals, like through DJing through Jacksonville, like is really just shining the light on what we got here. Because you can go anywhere and be anything, but it takes something special to come from nothing out of here. Like knowing damn well our market is not damn near nowhere near strong as Atlanta or LA or anything like that. But so I want the impact for it to be as this is where I can go to really show my talent for it and actually get some type of exposure. So it's really not even, of course it's gonna be for me, too, because I'm highlighting or helping highlight as a DJ, because that's what I'm supposed to do as a DJ. But at the same time, I want it to be for artists to be like, okay, cool, I want to come do my layout, do Kreepin through the streets. Yeah, so if a label calls, if someone's on the label, yeah, we need you to fly out to Jacksonville real quick. We got you scheduled for Kreepin through the streets. Do your interview, and then we're gonna fly you to Miami to do this, that, and third. That's why I really want it to be like a pit stop, so it's a landmark. Where rather, no matter where you at, oh yeah, Jacksonville music scene is this. Oh yeah, what's it called? These are the heavy hitters of Jacksonville. This person, this person, this person, this person. I don't really want to care to be like, oh yeah, I'm top dog, this, that, and third, because that's really not what it does. It's really planting the shine, the light on the city, because when the city shines, you're going to shine, because you're going to be an innovator, you're going to be someone who actually paved the way regardless. Like, and you can be a person who helped pave the way too. Like, it takes the whole city to stand behind something, rather than everybody just be like, okay, cool, this is just Kreepin through the streets. No, that's what I be doing. I be trying to put it in everybody's face, so you can see that no matter what side of town you on, no matter who you know, I'm gonna make sure that you get your shining light, like regardless.
Definitely. Me and Hirihanna are aligned. Like, my biggest thing right now is like, why can't we be like in Atlanta, or why can't we be like in Los Angeles? But when I tell you, because like, I'm gonna tell him off camera, but I have this really good project that I'm working on. But that, like, my biggest thing behind it is I want the attention to come to this city. So like, set a standard where it's like, you know, like the Barclays Center, like the Staples Center, or something like that. Like, we have nice stuff here. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, Jax we're very enriching. Like, so that's one thing. Like,
they tell you every time the white folks come out here and they're retired.
They love it here. They love it here. But it's like, you know, of course, there's a lot of other stuff going on in the city that like kind of overshine that sometimes. But there's no place like home to me.
It's so crazy because when I went on tour, bro, I've been on probably 3 tours. Every single tour, when I go to all these different cities and I really be looking around, I'm like, bro, Jacksonville really shitting on these places. But they ain't shit here. And it's 2 things to do: go to the mall and hang out here, and maybe go downtown. But when you really think about it, like, okay, of course you got your Orlando, where there's tons of shit to do in your Miami's, But when you really go to other places compared to Jacksonville, and people be like, yeah, bro, I'm trying to go this place. But, okay, cool, go out there. Go out there. You gonna look stupid, because when you go out there, you're gonna miss out here, because it's not all the way fun, but it's one of those things where Jacksonville is in this point where it's actually developing to something great. All we need is a couple key things to happen, and they're happening. So that's why I always, like, when I was a kid, when I first started DJing, that was my main thing. I want to be that one person who's just an innovator out here, and I can see the city grow from nothing.
Right. At least our minds in the right place. So.
Oh, definitely. Come on now.
Intention is a big thing in this, especially in this industry. Your intention is everything. So you know, I couldn't do an interview without mentioning Seddy. Shout out to Seddy.
Shout out my dog. Yes sir.
So, tell us about your relationship with Seddy, like y'all friendship.
Oh no, that is my brother for sure. Day one. Shit, I remember we met Seddy damn near at the mall, at Regency Mall.
Really?
I
think you gonna say the Avenues.
Nah, hell no. Regency Mall. On some random shit. Like, nigga commented me on my shoes type shit. And then it developed to like where I didn't even see it. Like, I just had that one instance you said, and I just remember it, like, all the time. Nigga didn't have on something fancy, but I always, back in the day, I always used to be like a big fashion person. I always wanted to dress a certain part. So for a nigga to compliment you, gonna remember it, especially back in the G. But later on down the line, we just somehow intertwined. Like, it's so crazy because I bring this talk up to Seddy all the time. Like, I'm like, bro, do you notice that when we first met, I literally just started DJing, and I seen him randomly at a house party, and he walked up to me and said, "I've probably done DJing probably like a couple of parties or whatever like that." He literally walked up to me and said, "Cuz, I'm about to start rapping. I want you to help me." And I literally told him, yeah, bro, I got you, bro, whatever you want, bro. I literally bring this story up to him all the time. I'm like, bro, ever since then, like, literally, back to back, he was going from working with Lil Papa to dropping music. And then, what's it called? It was a couple different little house parties that he would literally pull up. Like, all of us, we used to be, like, close as fuck. Like, we used to have a couple homeboys. We all used to hang out all together all the time, like, on a daily basis. I could literally pull up photos from back in probably 2012, 2013. All of us sitting in the studio type of shit. Like,
Seddy was lit.
but Lily, he was grinding this shit out, and Lily was just helping him through the way. And then I remember when he blew up, like he started getting like a lot of recognition, whatever like that. And he went to jail, whatever like that. I remember he came to the studio. I remember, this is one of the nights that it was me, Westside, the Pop Shit Day, Montana Fat, Seddy, and a couple other Yule Plug. And we had a late night studio session where everybody was just in there just hopping on everybody's shit. And pulling up the beat. He's gonna hop on this part. He's gonna hop on this part. He's gonna hop on this part. So actually, some real deal collaborative Atlanta shit. We shot like a little vlog and everything that night, but it always brings back in my head because nigga real deal started all together for real. So when it go back down to Seddy, like even pushing forward, when he got to his big blow, he got arrested or whatever. And when he came home, he was like, I can't cap on Seddy's story at all. Because that man read that manifested it to the T. He said, I'm literally going to come home, I'm going to do a tape with DJhirihanna, I'm going to get signed, and it's going to be up from there. I promise you, I got y'all boys. And literally in that order, it went up just like that. And then literally, while he's in Atlanta, I'm not even around him. Like, I'm not even expecting none of this shit. Like, he posted a picture of him going on tour. He just got off tour or something like with Wiz Khalifa and all them. And he posted a picture. I still got the screenshot on my phone to the day. He was like, he posted a picture and I commented under that bit. I was like, I forgot exactly what I said, but he was just like, my official DJ with a question mark. I was like, hell yeah. So literally he came back to Jacksonville like on a random weekend. He was talking to me about it. He was like, yeah, bro, I really want you to grind this shit out with me, bro. We're gonna do some big things. You're gonna meet a lot of people and shit. It's a grind, but I can't promise you too much right now, but just know I just want you to be there with me. And ever since then, bro, we've been grinding this shit out for real.
Everybody needs a Seddy. Like he was like kind enough to give me my first big interview. So I drove out to Atlanta and he literally, and it felt like home too, cause Seddy from Jax too. So
come on now,
like home. But I just had to get that away because like, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's on team for sure.
So moving on. Now you do the "Do I Have Something to Say" thing where you put like these tracks on one, and I think that's how I first came across your page. This was a while back too, but basically you put like a lot of artists from like Jackson put their songs on one thing. Like, okay, so how did you get into doing that? And that makes the word exposure pop again because like I'll be listening to tracks on there that I've never heard before, and I'm like, let me add this. So
oh yeah, come on now. That's the main point of it. It's really just putting on spot. Like a lot of people complain because I have so many songs on it. Like I probably do like 30 to maybe 40 songs on it. Mm-hmm. But really, the whole intent of the tape, before I even get into where I got started from, the whole intent of the tape was really to highlight each person, no matter who you is. Like it's to be an opportunity to get on the tape and actually want to be a part of the whole Duval scene just because it's so big. So even though it's 40 songs, you should be happy that it's 40 different people. It's not the same person 2-3 times on the tape. It's 40 different artists, and then all the music is actually going in their own different type of way, like in their own different type of format. But that somebody, whoever listened to it, like the tape can do numbers. So whoever liked it or listened to it, they literally come back and tell me most of the time, yeah, who was number 14, bro? That nigga was going. He was hard. Send me the page real quick. I could get more of this shit. But that shit literally happens all the time. So, but to get back to the jump, it started from my dog Willie Joe.
Shout out Willie Joe.
Every time. Willie Joe. My boy literally told me, you need to get on your DJ drama shit, cause he was like, you in Jacksonville, there's a lot of DJs out there, cool niggas want to be DJ Khaled, you be DJ drama. Come on. Put together tapes and put people on, get people heard. So and shine some type of light on your city so that when you drop a music, they know for a fact they can bring their new track to you and you will put it out a certain type of way. So ever since then, like I try to keep it consistent with that one too. But I kind of spread it out a little bit more just so it's more of a anticipation for it, because literally as soon as I drop one, it'll be thousands of comments, and then I be wanting to people with the not drop another one next month so they can be like, damn, just keep dropping them. I'm just catching that. Nah, I want you
That's
to guess.
smart, though.
I want you to guess when the next one coming out, and I want you to keep working because the person who hit me up on number 4, he'll say, "Yeah, put me on the next one, this, that, and third," and I'll drop the next one in probably like 2-3 months, and he ain't dropped shit. So what am I putting you on?
Right.
So really, my whole influence for it is not to really deter nobody. I really want people to keep hustling, keep grinding, and I'm gonna literally notice it because I do. Of course, I do pay slots. You can pay for your slot, and we can put you on that bit. But I do cater for like maybe 2 or 3 slots on the tape. I'll probably go find people who are actually pushing themselves and actually want to be on, actually wanted to be an artist and actually putting out content weekly, daily, or whatever it may be. Actually trying to push yourself. I'll actually go out, reach out. I'm like, hey bro, send me out a track real quick. Let me put you on the tape, and I'll put you on the cover. Because you gotta pay for all that. Like people literally pay to get on the cover for a slot and everything. So I just want you to feel special that I'm actually reaching out to you. So that's why I really do it that way for certain people. So.
Well, we're gonna keep on giving.
Come on now.
We're gonna keep giving him his flowers. Moving on. So you also even not even putting exposure on their music where somebody can go get to the music. You also do the Trappin' Alphaville, which I got to attend one of them.
Oh, yeah.
But he even goes as far as like giving artists a chance to perform. Like these are like artists coming from Jacks. They be are they only Jacks or they be like
some be out from out of town
too? And he gives them a chance to perform in front of like people from the city too. Because like if you know Jacks, like it's already super hard. Like we call it like people like that. Hey, it's hard to come up here. But he's giving you a chance to perform in front of people from Jacksonville, so we're gonna get into that too. Like, what started that?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I remember my very first one. I wanted to do an artist showcase so bad, but I was coming off the wave of like coming off a tour and I being around so many different artists. So I was like, damn, what can I do to like really push artists in the city for real? I was like, damn. I want to do a showcase so I can literally. I really want to get into booking artists too. So really, my whole thing was to make a rolling out. Like before, they was rolling out. I really wanted to be rolling out. So it's so crazy because I just know how God works. Because I know God got something great coming for me. Because I'm not to toot my own horn or anything like that. But I feel like I always be having these ideas and I put them into play, and then I see someone else do it bigger. So I know for a fact I'm on the right track of thinking. For sure. So, but. When it comes down to it, when I first started, like it was probably back in 2007, I'm gonna say 17 or 18. Nah, well, maybe 16. Yeah, I think 16. I gotta go back and look. But I just decided because a couple of my homeboys, after I got on tour with Smoke Purple and Lil Pump, a couple of my homeboys wanted to rap and shit like that. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna put on a whole little performance type of thing so that they all can come through, they all can rap, and they can perform in front of all the people we know for real. So I used to be big on doing like house parties and shit like that, and putting out people's like playing music, like people's music like during the party and shit like that. So I was like, yeah, how I can convert it over to Kreepin through the streets is I'm just gonna have all my homeboys who perform in the parties. I'm just gonna have them come and perform in the club. Right. So, and mind you, at this time, we young as fuck. Like, none of us really think about going to the club or really getting in the club. We're probably like 18, 19. Well, I think we were like 19 at the time. So I'm like, yeah, bro, I can get us a club. I know the club owner. He said we can get a night. We gonna just tell all the females you know, all our homeboys, tell them come, and we gonna pack this out and we gonna make it a show. And we gonna make this one of these crazy shows. So what I did for the very first one, I had all my homeboys perform all night. We literally invited everybody. I had vendors come like for clothing. I went to the dollar store and bought straight pool toys, like beach balls and like different little blow up things and shit like that. So that when people perform it, it's like a real deal concert and shit like that. So literally, that was the first one went crazy. So the second one, I did it probably maybe like 5 or 6 months later. And I really had more supporting from like bigger ranking and shit like that reaching out to me because I was I'm really starting to DJ for real around this time. So I'm really kind of just now meeting all these people and they see what I'm doing. So they're like, oh damn, you're actually doing something that's cohesive to the industry for real. So we gonna fuck with you. So literally, I remember the second one I did, Big Rankin sent one of his artists over and was like, at the time he was a big artist. He was like, yeah, come through. I'm telling him come through and perform at your shit. Just make sure you get a spot. Dog can't rock that shit.
Yeah.
So it was like a pickup stone for each one. My last one I threw was kind of like oh yeah, we finna start doing this again until I start doing Kreepin through the streets. But when I did that space, like when I built that space, I already had it in my mind to do Kreepin through the streets. Like I was like, okay, cool. This is probably gonna be my last one. Trapping out the deal for right now until Kreepin through the streets pick up. Then Kreepin through the streets we build up.
It's happening though.
Yep. So that's why when I literally, again, I feel like it's God's time because you brought it up to me randomly.
Yeah.
Because I literally was sitting in the car today while I was cleaning my car, and I thought about, damn, why didn't you never Kreepin through the street? Trapping out the Ville. I'm like, I feel like it was almost that time, but I'm probably gonna wait and see how I feel about it and kind of test out the water, but and wait till Kreepin through the streets gets into like a little bit bigger, just so that it can have the impact for a sponsor. People gonna actually feel it. People like, okay, Kreepin through the streets here. Duval promo maybe. Basically anybody who's doing like something big in Jacksonville, I'm definitely gonna invite them out to write them. Definitely have some type of connection to music.
Well,
oh yeah, come on now. My girl came through and showed up and showed out. Come on. I was so surprised and happy to see it.
Really? If I say I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna be there.
Oh, it definitely bumped my head though. I came to the clutch here with that top on, so.
Don't do that. No, I definitely did show up, y'all. Okay, so I do keep up with people that I genuinely keep up with y'all. So you just bought a truck.
Oh yeah, come on now.
Yeah. Okay, so we want to talk about that because I feel like it's very important to have multiple streams of income. And the more that I'm growing and the more that I'm in this industry, I'm like, it's very important. So let's talk about that.
Oh yeah, definitely. It really came from my homeboy, with my dog Daryl. Mm-hmm. He literally started driving trucks probably like 4 or 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. But he always used to tell me, bro, get into this business, bro. I promise you, you're gonna make your money. Just jump into it. But again, like back in the G, like, I'm not gonna cap, nigga, didn't have it like that. So he just driving bread and just doing that. And on top of that, I just had my mindset on DJing and focusing on what I was going through. But it got to a point where I was just like, damn, I can actually put myself into an investment spot and actually want to move forward and invest into something that's going to actually build me up something later on down the line, and I don't have to worry about it at all. Well, I do have to worry about it, but
yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but it's one of those things like, okay, cool, I can have my people handle it, and I got a driver, and they're going to do what they need to do, and I can focus on doing my DJ thing while I'm still getting my residual income. So my main thing with the truck thing was when he put me on it, I was like, yeah, bro, later on down the line, he hit me up and was like, yo, bro, I'm thinking about driving trucks again. Well, he's not really driving trucks again. He wants to do his own thing. So I was like, shit, it's like, come on, I'll buy that bit. I'm in a position where I can actually go ahead and invest into something like that. So I'm definitely wanting to go ahead and do that for my boy. So literally, as soon as I invested, went ahead and bought the truck, he hit me up. He was like, yeah, bro, I'll drive that bit. Come on. So it really kind of worked out all the way through. God's timing. Yes.
Love that for you.
Yes, but I really just want. I just can't wait for the different doors that's gonna open for me, like later on down the line. Because literally the day I posted that I got the truck, there's been so many people reaching out to, like with support, like, yeah, bro, I see the type of person you is, bro, let me help you out and really put you in a position so that you know what's going on and actually maneuver in the correct way. Make sure you stay on top of these certain type of things when you're dealing with this. He was like, yeah, I got certain people that I can connect you with so you can get more funded and this and that and third. So it's really just opening those different avenues for yourself and seeing what really was out there and having a different purpose, but actually having a future purpose for yourself. Because everything doesn't last forever and everything is not going to be hitting every single time. But if you do have those 10 different things to get paid from and shit, you don't really have to worry about one thing failing because you got 9 different things going, because you can really jump back into that one thing that's failing and get it back going while those other 9 things are pumping. So it's really, and on top of that, staying consistent. Like
consistency.
Yeah, that's it. Like I know for a fact it's just another challenge and another venture for me, but also mentally putting myself in a grown man position. Like, yes, I have to really stand on 10. I can't let this slip. I gotta actually be on my 10 and make sure I stay on top of everything that comes through. I can't lie to gas. So it really opens my mind just knowing that I can do this type of shit for real. Like when you go online and you see these people who have millions and shit like that, like I literally sit down and watch like damn, what can you do? What can you do? Like how do you do this? Like how'd you obtain this type of thing? Not to be materialistic or anything, but you want to put yourself into a financial state where you can actually enjoy your life no matter what. That was my dad. My dad's a Jamaican, so he be strict on everything how he spend. Like, when I do my thing, like it's totally different from how he got his money. Like my dad literally worked his ass off in a job for years. He has stock invested in the company, all types of stuff, and where he's actually good for the rest of his life. And if God forbid anything happened to him, everybody else is straight. So when it comes down to that, it's just seeing how hard my dad worked. Like he used to tell me every day, like, "Damn, you straight? You good?" And even from I might be straight, like in the sense of like where we day to day, yeah, cool, nigga got a couple of dollars, whatever like that. But in his mind, he's thinking, what are you gonna do to make sure that you good, where you can enjoy your life when you get to a certain type of age? Because a lot of people think for right now and how we living right now, cool, have change, this, that, and the third. Like, yeah, it's cool to get that when you actually invest in yourself and actually have something that's gonna pay for it and bring it back to you. So you're really not even paying for it. It's really coming through investments. So my whole main thing was, what can I do so I'm actually getting paid no matter what, or no matter what I do or whatever venture I want to have, I can actually say, fuck it, I'm gonna just go ahead and do it. Rather than have to wait and sit back and be like, damn, bro, I don't got the funds, I gotta wait this. I just have to take that step, and it's always about that step of faith.
Well, shoot, I love that for you. I'm gonna keep giving you your flowers, but I just want to thank you so much for coming on YCD TV. I told him this is my first interview back.
Oh yeah, come on.
Like a little hiatus feels like, but thank you. And this is a good interview though. I feel like if you see me shake my nerves before I start.
For no reason. For
no reason, because like we just really had a good conversation. But definitely we're locked in.
Of course, come on now. We're more than locked in. She pulled up to the show. I said, "Oh, this is my own life. I promise to you." Whoever came up, I'll walk around personally. Thank you.
And Kreepin through the Streetz is definitely it's already going up, but I wish much success to your channel.
My dog gonna come on Kreepin through the Streetz one day.
One day?
She's gonna be a co-host.
I'm gonna do I'm gonna do something like that.
She's gonna be a co-host. We gonna sit down and I'm gonna just look at her the whole time and see what reaction she got. And see what I'm talking about?
Definitely. But I will see y'all in my next video. Thank y'all again for watching.
Y'all make sure y'all tap in. Stop playing.
I'll leave all yours. I'll tap all yours stuff. Okay. Or go ahead and tell them where they can find it.
DJhirihanna on everything. If it ain't DJhirihanna, make sure you tap in at Hirihanna. But just type the DJ, it's probably gonna pop up. Or Kreepin through the Streetz or YouTube or whatever it may be. You're gonna see it. Oh!